What up? This is Robert Ory.
Ory, three-pointer. Buries it.
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Ory for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Ory from downtown.
Go way downtown, Robert Ory. Yeah, it is the Big Shot Bob podcast. Rob Jenners, B-Dog Brandon Harper, seven-time NBA champion Robert Ory. I wanted to go ahead again and thank Caleb and Jason for sitting in on this week's show while Rob was out of pocket. I have gotten word from Rob. He's going to be back in the saddle next week, so we will have our regular slate of shows back for you next week. But with Rob kind of out of pocket this week, I wanted to bring back something that we haven't done in a minute. Maybe something that if you're new to the show, you haven't heard. Early on in our show's incarnation back in 2021-22, we were trying to hunt down all the guys that either Rob played with or played against. So we've had a lot of people on this show that maybe you haven't heard from, and I think one of the most entertaining interviews we've had to date has been with the Glove, GP, Gary Payton. Him and Rob talking about, man, the war stories, trash talk, how they hate this AAU stuff because they were never a part of it. Just old school NBA from a couple of guys that were just hardcore battlers. So this week's shoot around, we bring you the one and only, the legend, the king of trash talk, the Glove, Gary Payton.
GP!
What's good, everybody?
GP,
What's up, GP?
Hey, man, I ain't doing nothing, chilling, man. Big Shot Bob, what's happening, baby?
There he is.
Man, just loving life, brother. Loving life, man.
And that's
Where
all
you
we
at?
can do, man. Oh, I'm in LA right now.
Okay. You know,
Yeah.
I think you in Seattle trying to get that team up and started, ready for next
Man, you know what?
season.
They about to let us do it, though, man. I hope in like the 3 years, so it's all good. But the NBA, you know, they tripping. They either they want an expansion team or they ain't letting nobody else leave from no other city. So shit, we in a bind. But this little hockey thing is about to start, so we should be cool. Once they get that going and see that we back in the arena, we should be all right. I think he's gonna let us have it.
They should, man.
Are you gonna make it at home?
I'm gonna go back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be involved with the group that's really getting it done. I think Adam likes this group, and you know, I've been talking with Adam a lot, so it's cool. So it'll be good.
Now, before we started, I asked Rob how well he knew you and how kind of like what your relationship was. First thing he said, we were heated rivals. We would go at each other. So I want to hear the war stories between the two of y'all.
Well, you know what? Me and Rob can't tell you about what we used to say. It's crazy.
No, hold on. First of all, what you and Vernon used to say. Let's get that right.
All right, yeah. Rob used to come in into the heat. You know, because Vernon used to have it heated up already that we was on 25,000. You know what I'm saying? And then Rob would say something I say something to Rob and Rob would come back. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't really like that with me and Rob. You know, Rob was the quiet assassin. He would shoot. He would always just hit you with the big shot, and you would always want to push him after you get by and be like, "Damn, boy, you know what I'm saying? You always doing this to us," and stuff like that. But me and Rob never got into it like that. Never. It wasn't never a heated moment like that. We would always used to just talk about casual, friendly stuff, you know. And he was right. It was for me and Vern when he played for Houston, always going at it like that. With the Lakers, nobody. We were all buddies there, so. It was one of the things where San Antonio, he was just saying, because he was on the choir boy team during that time.
That was a true choir boy team. Yeah.
They was a choir boy team, so they wasn't really into all that. So, but with Houston, it was really Vernon Maxwell. But that's why me and Rob are so cool now, tight now, because the simple fact is we don't let no nonsense. We really mellow. You know, now I'm mellow in my days. That was basketball. That was just on the court. Yeah. That's what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like me and Rob was just in Canada together. We had a great time, man. You know what I'm saying? And doing the things that we do. But it's just like a brotherhood now with me and him. You know, we cool like that when we see each other. We gip and gab, have us a drink, kick back like two grown men. You know what I'm saying? We too old for that now.
You know, the crazy part about it, GP, is like, you know, we all respected each other, but we went at each other. And I look at a lot of these guys now. I don't think they go at each other like they should. You know, they're all friends from AAU and hanging out in the summer times. And I can understand you living in the city and you hanging out. Like, you know, me and Derek McKee used to hang out because, we had the Alabama connection, but we didn't hang out like these guys hang out because we wanted to kick your ass. And if we had to elbow you in the mouth, we're going to move on, And then after we retired, you're like, oh, yeah, I respect it. You hang out and you get to know each other because of all-star gigs and being ambassadors for the NBA. So, that was the one thing about us, though. I was telling Rob this, that, man, Seattle was a beast of a team, man. And I had another show where I was talking about 3 teams that you always says, wow, you can't believe they didn't win a championship. And no offense, I said Seattle was one of those teams that you look back and like, damn, I can't believe they didn't win a championship, because the year y'all should have won it, though, I ain't gonna lie, was the year y'all let Denver slide in there and beat y'all, and we was able to win it. So I was thankful for that, though. Thankful for that.
Yeah, Rob is correct, because every time we played Houston, we used to give Houston problems. You know what I'm saying? We used to give them problems. And what I said, about what Rob just said, man, we didn't grow up with each other like that on that AAU crap, man. Yeah. It's like if me and Rob, we played against each other, and he was from another part of Oakland, man, I tell Rob, man, look at we ain't on team. I'm going to beat your ass tonight. We'll talk about that tomorrow, dude. I ain't your partner right now. Yeah. You holler at me, man, when we get on the block, man. But right now, I'm about to get at your head, man. And I ain't on that. I ain't trying to be your partner right now, because you trying to get where I'm getting, and I'm trying to get where you get. We trying to get the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Yep. But it's so much you want to be homies. You want to have your girlfriends with each other, man. And y'all hanging out each other's house, having cookouts and Taco Tuesdays and all that crap. I ain't on that, man. I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't doing that with you. That ain't gonna work for me. You know what I'm saying? After the game, man, what's happening about it? You want to have a drink? Let's go ride with it. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna talk about the game. You know what I'm saying? I should have gotten your head during that time. But it's right, Rob. We ain't in that AAU crap. We didn't have that, so it is what it is.
Yeah, GP. Everybody knows that you are the master at trash talking. No one thinks GP, no one's better than GP when it comes to the gift of gab. And there's an art to that. Everybody can't do it. Everybody's not able. Just talk about, where that came from when it came to you, and the art that goes into getting under guys' skin when you're on the floor, when you're talking to them, because everybody can't do it.
Well, that's true. But growing up in the streets of Oakland, California, we're going from block to block, man. We had to jump over gates to get to the playgrounds, to the concrete. And they used to have A5 waiting for us, and our 5 used to be coming. You know what I'm saying? So we had to talk trash. So if you're in their neighborhood, and you try to win, they're going to want to fight you. So you got to get down back at you. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you getting somebody and you start talking and you start seeing that affecting their game, and they start only paying attention to you, and they start being like, man, I'm trying to go at you, and they start messing up, and then they can't back it up, and you killing them. I'd be like, oh, I got something right here, because I'm going to get him so hot, he going to forget about these other folks. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And now we going to start winning the game, and that's where it came. And then my daddy used to do it all the time, too, man. He used to talk big trash. And he used to always tell me, boy, if you let anybody get at you, you better not bring your ass home, because you ain't coming up in here. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see it, because I'm going to slap you as soon as you get in the door. And I'll be like, man, I don't even want to deal with my pops like that, man. So I'm like, I'm going to do this and get out and get you 30 and have that other dude out of his game. And my daddy going to be like, yeah, that's what I taught you. Yeah. And that's just the way it came from. And you got to have an art at it, because if you take it personal, it's all bad. Yeah. If somebody say something about my wife, okay, say something about your wife. Who cares, man? You was with her last night. You should have been. I was with her too. She must have snuck out. You know what I'm saying? Let her sneak out. She ain't back in enough time. So it's all good.
GP, we know it's so many great ballers that come through the Oakland area. So you can't put yourself on this list now, because I know you probably number one. Who are your top 5 Oakland ballers of all time? And I know, it's probably some, 6th man, some 7th man, but, this is just your list. Who you say, top 5?
Rob, that's a good one, man. I wouldn't have put myself number 1, though, Rob. I would have put myself number 2, because I would have to go with Bill Russell. Which people don't know, Bill Russell was from Oakland. He went to McClimon's High School out of Oakland. So that's where he grew up at. So I would say Bill Russell, Jason Kidd. Then I would come with Paul Silas. Everybody don't know Paul Silas.
I didn't know he
was from there too.
Yeah.
And then you got that's gonna be a tough one. Isaiah Ryder. You know what I'm saying?
I thought he'd be on that list. Yeah.
Yeah, you got Antonio Davis. You know what I'm saying? You got who else you got?
Dame Lillard.
I was gonna say what Dame
No,
Lillard.
Dame. I can't put Dame in there because he's too young.
Okay.
He's too young.
All right.
He ain't finished basketball yet, but he is gonna be up top there by far. He gonna be in the top 3. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be that on the top 3 or the 4. You know what I mean? You forgot about Brian Shaw, who was the steady guy who Rob played with, knocked down shots. Him and Rob knocked down shots together. You know what I'm saying? I can't put Aaron Gordon on there. He's from right down from the way. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of guys who came out of there that's pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you got to think about it. Bill Cartwright came from right down the street at Elkhart. You know, that was just right outside of Oakland, but that's in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? So it's a top. But if I say Big Shot Rob, you know, I would say Bill Russell, Paul Silas, Jason Kidd, J.R. Ryder, and Antonio Davis or Brian Shaw. And then, you know, you always got to put the asterisk by Dame because he's not. He's still playing. Still playing. So I don't put him in that category.
Gary, we talked to Rob about this before because obviously he's got a great nickname, Big Shot Bob. Do you remember who gave you your nickname, the Glove?
I do.
Who
my
gave
cousin?
You?
My cousin Glenn. His name is Glenn King. He's my first cousin. During the 1993 finals against Phoenix, when I was playing Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson was he was the number 1 point guard in the league that year, just coming off of averaging about 26 for the year. We play him in the championship game. We coming out, you know, and I think this was after we lost to Denver the next following year against, that's when Charles Barkley and them was on the team and they went and played Jordan and them in the finals. I locked Kevin up. He only averaged like 12, 13 points in the whole series.
Dang.
I was on him something tough. And my cousin called me on the phone. Glove. I'm like, man, I don't know who you talking to. Click, hung up the phone. You know what I'm saying? So he called me right back. And, you know, we don't have no caller ID during this time. You know, this is a long time ago. So I don't know who he is. So he's like, cuz, it's me. Man, me and my frat boys over here, man, we just nicknamed you the Glove because you got Kevin Johnson in a baseball, like a baseball in a mitt, and so wrapped so tight that they grabbed it and it's on there. And I was like, man, that's pretty damn good.
I run with that.
And then we took it to the NBA and we started marketing it, and it became my nickname, man. And it's been ever since.
That's funny.
And had one of the best shoes that Nike has ever done.
Oh man, I appreciate it.
You know, there's a lot of shoes out there, and I'm not just saying this because you're on the cash right now, but your shoe was so cool, man. You know, you could unzip it and it'll fold over like that. You know, it had that. When you talk about swagger, the Glove shoe had the first swag to me. You know, everybody had colors, but he had swag.
yeah. And you know what, Rob? That's what I wanted to do. When Nike came at me with the shoe, they wanted to say, man, let's make something of you, the Glove. So I said, man, let's just make it like we putting a glove on the hand. You know what I'm saying? And make it like it's fitting your foot like a glove, like you putting on a sleeve. And when they did that, what came about was because I didn't tape and I only wore socks. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't tape either. I don't want you to mess up your ankles. So they came with the thing called the monkey paw, that little thing that you see when they flip down the little thing. It's called the monkey paw. With a technology like that. So I said, okay, if that's going to grip my foot while I lace it and protect me, let's make it colorful because these kids are going to want to fold that thing down and do the stuff. And that's what they were thinking. So that's why they made it fold down. You know what I'm saying? And when we start folding it down and putting different colors on the monkey paw, it became a thing. Just like this the other day, I got a lot of messages today and yesterday about my shoe. Like you just mentioned, Rob, they had it all folded down and all this. And then my son just posted, he was playing in the game the other day, his folded down, and it was the Oregon State colors. And I was like, man, I forgot all about all them shoes. So Yeah, that was a swag shoe, and I wanted to be a swag. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the first shoes to be like, man, I gotta get me a pair of those. But no offense, I never owned a pair. I was playing against you because you can't wear another guy's shoe.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you can't wear that damn glove shoe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to kick his ass. I can't wear his shoe, but yeah.
Hey, Robin, I did this. I was, you remember when I came to the Lakers and I came to Boston? I was in Jordan.
Yeah.
I dreaded it so much, man. But he came to me, man, and he said, man, we're going to pay you a lot of money for you and Jay Kidd to do this. And I couldn't turn that bread down.
No, you can't do that, dog.
Let me take this paper, man. I can do it for 2 years, man. So, yep, I understand that.
Yeah, okay.
But it's weird now. That's how it was with guys. Is guys, you get a shoe, oh, this is nice. And you look on, oh, shit, hell no, I ain't wearing this shoe. Back in the day, guys wouldn't wear nobody's shoes. Like you might rock them while you wear in the summertime or something, but if you stepping on that court and a TV camera can catch you, oh, hell no, I ain't wearing this shoe.
They're going to be like, he representing woo, woo, woo. No, I ain't. No, I ain't.
See, y'all, it's so many things that's old school that y'all don't know about Rob and B, man, that the guys we just wouldn't do, man, because we just had a pride and we just wanted to stick with our team. We want to do what was best for our careers and try to, brand ourselves. We weren't trying to brand anybody else with our brand. So it was rough and tough.
It was.
And
Gary,
GP,
we love you, man. We appreciate
if
you.
you ever need me, man, to come on your show, let me know. I love to, come on there and shoot the shit.
Always, babe. Always, Rob. We're going to do that. I'm going to hook that up for the next week or so.
All
so
right.
you come on there, man. We can talk some basketball, talk some stuff, man. Talk about the things you did and stuff. So I'm going to hook that up next week. I
want to just talk with Warren Sapp about, the greatest football university ever, not Miami, but the Crimson Tide.
God, we are back on this. Every damn week we are back on
I
this.
got the topic for you.
I'm so going to hook this up next week, man. I got to have you on next week.
All right.
When you come at him with that, I want to see what he do, man. He's going to go crazy.
What you talking about, Rob? Hold on.
All right, Glove. We appreciate you,
All
man.
right, you guys.
Thank you,
Peace,
GP.
man.
All right, man.
Appreciate it, brother. Much love. Stay safe.
No problem.
Yeah,
You too.